Hey, what is up, Fishaholics? And today I'm out here in Fort Pond in Montauk, New York, one of my favorite bodies of water to catch walleye in the Northeast. Surprisingly, out here in Montauk, and you know, most guys are always out here for the saltwater fish such as fluke, striped bass, and bluefish, you know, tuna and shark. But Mike and I today, right here in the orange kayak, are going to be trying to target some walleye, and let's see what happens. Today I'm going to be throwing some swim baits around. Today Mike is going to be trolling some Rapala husky jerks along the weed edges, and you know, I'm going to be working the weed edges as well, but I'm going to be sitting in about 8 feet of water, casting out to about 20 feet of water, and then working this Berkley flatback shad up that edge or up that drop off. In my opinion, today I've got great conditions out here in the water. Overcast, cloudy, extremely foggy weather, and walleye just love to feed aggressively, you know, in low light conditions, and that's one of the reasons why I'm out here today. And I'm actually out here with my new Swimbait rod, or inshore light tackle spinning rod. This is my 7'6" medium power fast action Mojo inshore St. Croix fishing rod from Ramsey Outdoor Store in New Jersey, paired with my brand new Penn Battle 2. And this entire setup here is from Ramsey Outdoor Store, and you know, the manager Kevin of the fishing department hooked me up with this setup, and so far it's been performing phenomenally. I've been catching a lot of striped bass and bluefish on it, you know, in the kayak and you know, from the surf. And today I'm going to try and use it, you know, to come out here and catch some walleye. And you know, I'm casting these swim baits here, and they're going to be rigged on a 1/2 to 3/4 ounce bullet Kalins head jig head. So I need a rod that, you know, has some stiff enough backbone and you know, a sensitive enough tip that I can really cast these swim baits way out there, but then as well still be able to work it slowly and very methodically along the bottom, you know, looking for those walleye that are kind of just sitting there waiting to pick a bait up. I'm basically casting off the top of the weed edge here. I'm only in about 8 feet of water, but I'm casting out into about 20, and I'm letting it sink all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm going to slowly start working it up that drop off or up that weed edge. And today I'm fishing with 20-pound test Green Moss Power Pro braid, so I can really make really long and far casts. And then I have about a 4-foot section of 20-pound test Blue Label Seaguar fluorocarbon leader. And the good thing about throwing a large swim bait like this is that you're looking for those larger fish. You know, the average fish in Fort Pond here is around, you know, 14 to 20 inches. You know, so you're going to eliminate a lot of those smaller average fish and just catch those larger average fish, probably, you know, 17 inches and up. And you know, then you're also going to have an opportunity to catch that lunker that's in this lake here. Fish on. Feels like a pretty good one. Out here on Fort Pond. Yeah, man. This walleye choked this swim bait. This walleye choked it. Yeah. What a way to start the evening out here on Fort Pond. Nice, you know, 18-inch, maybe 20-inch walleye. Just choked my favorite swim bait, the Berkley flatback shad, and I need to get my pliers because look how deep he ate that. Wow. I basically was just fishing on top of the weed edge, casting out towards around 15 feet of water and bringing it up the drop off. All right, swim bait is out. Let's get a nice release on this healthy walleye. Woo, there he goes. Oh, and I was trying to keep the lens dry, and he just gave me a big splash to the face and on the lens. Woo! That was my new setups here. First walleye ever. Woo, I'm pumped. And that was actually my first walleye out here on Fort Pond on the swim bait. I'm psyched. Let's try and catch some more. All right, guys, so that was pretty sweet. Just hooked the first walleye of the day. And you guys might be surprised right now that I just caught, you know, a nice walleye on a, you know, 5-inch swim bait like that. But yes, walleye love swim baits, And I actually figured out this technique fishing at Lake Pakong back in New Jersey. So if you're a Jersey brother of mine, then get out onto your favorite walleye lake in Jersey. Sportswood Lake, Lake Pakong, Monksville Reservoir. Even though they call it Skunksville, there's some good fish in there. And Greenwood Lake, they just love these large swim baits like this. Today is June 5th, and usually the month of May and June are my favorite times to target walleye, because usually, on an overcast day or a humid day like it is today, with very little sunlight, these fish are going to be on the feed, and then as well as, you can get into a really excellent evening bite, and you really don't have to fish at night in order to catch walleye. In the summer months like July and August, oh, there was a bite right there, I just missed him. That felt like a little walleye. But see my swim bait got pulled down a little bit? Something definitely tried to suck that bait in. But usually in July and August, walleye fishing becomes, a night bite. Maybe on a overcast and rainy day you can probably get them in July and August, but I specifically target walleye usually in May and June. And usually I'll either be trolling husky jerks along main lake weed edges, or I'll be fishing a swim bait like I am today. I can get it, as long as your aim's good. Ice cream pop toss off. Oh, what a catch, what a catch. Got some Dole banana dippers. This is what you need sometimes when you need a little extra kick and you're looking for that extra fish. From Montauk Outfitter. He's sponsored by Dole. Looking for one more fish. The fog lifted, but now it's starting to get a little bit darker, and now it's starting to rain pretty good. Make a real long cast here along the weed edge. Maybe there'll be a hungry walleye here. Alright, Fishaholics, so I decided to call it because I'm just getting blasted by wind and rain that came out of nowhere. It's only 7:30 p.m. right now, but it's like almost dark out here because, I had a huge, massive rain cloud just come over the top of me here on Fort Pond. And I figured, this rain doesn't seem like it's gonna stop. It's coming down real good, and it's getting late enough in the day that a big rainstorm like this is going to make it challenging for me to hold on my spot and, successfully film and catch fish. So, with that being said, I'm just going to call it and head back to my launch site. But don't forget to check out the description for all the information about the tackle that I was using today and the bait, such as that Berkley Flatback Shad. And there should be a bunch of links there that can take you to a bunch of websites online, so you can check out this St. Croix Mojo Inshore 7'6" medium to fast action spinning rod and this Penn Battle 2500 spinning reel. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and never forget, live to fish, fish to live. I'll see you guys out on the water.